I know this video starts out rather abruptly in the middle of the replay seemingly, and what is happening here? Why are we starting this battle right in the middle of the opening? This is not the spawn location. You know, it took me a second to figure out what was going on. At first I thought maybe the replay was bugged or something like that, but there's actually something more crazy going on, and I started to suspect this when I saw that light tank there. Just, I don't know, something was unusual, and then my thought was confirmed when I looked over here and realized that 2684 is sitting there doing absolutely nothing. Yes, this is an AFK battle where most of the players in this battle got disconnected or didn't connect in the first place, and judging by everybody's location and the fact that Papier here, the person who is playing in this replay, was in a weird position, I'm guessing the battle started, everybody got disconnected, only a few people, like 4 or 5 on each team, actually rejoined. So now, Papier is taking blind shots at this 2684 that is sitting there doing nothing because, you know, the lights are on, but nobody's home. And I'm not paying that electricity bill. But he's just going to sit there and happily farm all of those health points as much as he can. Don't you worry, he's going to get into it more. And I have dreamed of the day I get to have a battle like this, but at the same time, do I really want this to happen? Do I want my stats for me to look at them every time and go, hey, this excellent battle I had here that I just did 10,000 damage in or whatever, and settle my personal bests in, to be this? This is kind of illegitimate. It doesn't feel right. It feels kind of, you know, obviously it's not the right thing. It's not a real battle. That Papier now has disposed, with some assistance, of the 2684, unsurprisingly, and is now going to push up the hill towards the remaining enemy vehicles, and we'll see if any of them up there are actually alive. And it looks like right away that Waffenträger there is alive, so I think Papier is going to have to kind of deal with him first, just to make sure that any threat on the enemy team isn't a threat. But at this point, it looks like Papier is more worried about that standard B. He's more worried about farming the hit points, but if that Waffenträger starts shooting at him in return, it could potentially not be the greatest thing for Papier. Then again, he does have a tier advantage and everything, but now it's time to actually look at him. Still firing the premium rounds, but whatever, who cares? Sets him on fire, does a little over 600 damage, and now the Waffenträger has decided finally to give Papier his attention as well, which is a little bit overdue. But Papier, of course, in the IS-7, being super, I'm going to say, very well armored. You know, it's tough. It's tough when you're a tier 9, even with that nice gun, to fight a vehicle like this. You kind of got to wait for the IS-7 to make a mistake, and it looks like Papier is not going to allow that to happen. So maybe he wasn't out of his mind for attacking that standard B first. Maybe he was just trying to steal some hit points, some damage from his allies, and claim it for himself. So what else can he possibly do? This is ridiculous. I'd be so paranoid in a situation like this that one of these tanks were going to come back to life. And is he going to go for the double ram? Can he just kind of clip that K91 and then hit the T55A? No, didn't quite do that properly. And he's just going to leave the T55A and go straight to the Object 705A, which I'm assuming he's doing that because he's probably looking for damage for one reason, maybe. I guess just what he wants. It doesn't look like that's what his missions are, except he just needs some criticals and some kills, actually. So why wouldn't he? Well, yeah, it's probably just exactly that. He wants the damage. He's probably seeing that as more experience or something like that, or wants to set himself a maximum damage record. And he's already over 5,000 quite easily. Now, with that well, not unnecessary, but not really needed, but perfectly welcome ammo rack. Now over 7,000, now 7,500 damage done this battle for basically no effort. Firing premium rounds into the butt of the E100. I mean, whatever, it's your pocketbook. I'm sure you're making a profit on this one too. I mean, you're not going to have a very big repair bill, so sure, whatever. Now for the second E100, it is again just sitting there looking at the map. There are some of the enemy vehicles that are encroaching on Papier's side of the map there. And it's hard to tell if any of those players down there on his team are actually, you know, there at all. I'm looking down to this 1390, and he's, at first I thought, oh, he's going to run away. Now, he's just going around in circles. Like, he must have got disconnected and the game just decided, you know what, you've got W and D held down on your keyboard forever. So, we're just going to keep doing that. Everybody else is going to stop, but for some reason, you get the luck of the draw, and you're just going to be driving around in circles, and you know what? It's not a perfect circle, though. Again, leaving the E100 on not full health, on a one-shot. Not claiming the kill, but just going to ram that light tank and take that kill anyway. And can he now get back up, aim back up there, and take out that E100 before his allies do? No, because battle time has expired. That's over 11,000 damage done, getting 6 kills for himself, so a nice cheaty little Top Gun. So yeah, save the rambling in this video for the very end, because honestly most of you don't care, and that's completely fine. But it's been almost 2 months since I've uploaded the last actual video. There's been shorts like mad in December, but you know what, now let's see if we can get back on track a little bit. Honestly, the entire reason why is just because I've been playing SnowRunner with a friend, been having fun with that. I've been playing Oxygen Not Included, which, by the way, the game of its style, like the colony builder kind of survival game, that's the most time I've ever put into one of those types of games. I'm at like 60 hours into that thing now, and I feel like I'm going to put another 20 into it pretty easily. And really, you know, I've got the whole family going on here thing, working a full-time job, all that jazz, you know, life and stuff. So that's the whole reason why. Just busy and decided to put my free time into me instead of into this, which I would still like to do both, but that's what it is. So don't worry, I'm gone. There might be some hiatuses again coming in the near future. Don't worry, I'll be back. I won't forget about you. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.